Hey everybody, welcome to Anapa. So you've joined me on what is going to be a very long video, so brace yourselves. There's no shortcuts. This is not going to be a part 1, part 2, part 3, and as you know, some of you may not, I don't do editing. As I've said before, 1, I'm too thick, and 2, oh no, it's just really I'm too thick, that's all it is. So we'll start at the end of the seafront here, at the Grand Hotel. So Anapa does have a Grand Hotel, 5-star, right on the beach. Really nice location. So what I want to show you in this video really is a walk right the way along to the marina, so you can get to see not just the sand, you know, what I can see everybody comes to Anapa, or the people that do, and they do a video of the beach. Hey look, this is the sea. Hey look, this is the sand. And yeah, it's kind of a bit more to Anapa than that. For a start, we're in the wine region, so there's wine everywhere. But it is a lovely resort town. There's lots to see. Oh look, lots of sky rats for a start. So, join me as we stroll along the seafront. So, this here is a bridge, and this was washed out in a storm a few months ago. It was a very old, rickety old wooden bridge. And yeah, it wasn't any surprise that the storm took it out. It was quite a large storm. Ended up with a Greek tanker on the beach, or cargo ship, sorry. And just a bit of history. When I first came to Anapa, this was just grey concrete blocks. This wasn't finished, but now it's lovely. Got a beautiful roof terrace just up here, and sitting up there in the evening with a glass of wine or a cold beer. Awesome. So that whole complex now has been developed. There's lots of shops there, and this bridge, as you can see, has been rebuilt, but much better. A lot wider now. It was almost single file before. It was just literally a way of getting across this inlet for the rivers. Popular fishing spot because there's always loads of fishies. Lots of little ones, but oh, look at the size of that froggy. Can we zoom in on the old froggy having a, oh, no, just as I said that, the old fishies disturbed him. Big frog. You know me and frogs. So yeah, this has all been rebuilt. Benches and bits, and it's nice that they've made the outside of it stainless steel, so it new meets old kind of thing. Mother Nature meets modern Russia, but it just gives the nice reflection and makes it blend in quite well. So I think that's kind of cool. So as you can see, there's lots of shops and stuff on that complex, and we're just across the road from one of Anapa's fun fairs, which is over there. I say one, they've got a few. So, as I said, what I hope to show you is the entire seafront, assuming my battery lasts. If the audio goes, it might be 1, because my microphone's died, or 2, copyright strike, because obviously being a seafront town, there's lots of music playing. So, but we'll work it out, hopefully. So here we go. So we've got the beach. You've seen that. It's sand. It's a lovely beach. 40 kilometres of sand to be exact. I'm sure somebody will tell me it's 38 kilometres. There's always one. But anyhow, you get the idea. Gillingeek I went to recently. It's lovely, lovely seafront, but if you want a sandy beach, there is just, just come to Anapa and do the job properly, as they say. So very much a typical seaside resort, I suppose. Is that word, typical? But loads of food, and the smell down here is unbelievable. It's just wonderful. Lots of shashlik being cooked, lots of salmon being cooked, pork, chicken, etc. All marinated in lovely spice. Oh, mate, I wasn't hungry. I am now. Watery mouth. But yeah, the smell is amazing. Absolutely amazing. I've already recorded once, only to discover I hadn't recorded. So I'm just double checking that this is recording. Yes, it is. It's hard to see. So it's 13th of September and it's about 32 degrees. So I hope you appreciate the sacrifice I'm making, because I'm cooked. And we've got a fair stroll to go. Anybody know what these plants are? Borderline trees. Huge great leaves. If anybody knows what they are, please let me know. I'm just curious. So, spot a quad biking. 2 up on an electric scooter. Perfectly normal. Hope you can read that in reverse. Doing better than me because I can't read it forward. Oceanarium? Something along them lines? Oceanarium. Yeah, kind of. Horror house. House horror. And then this one looks like Rapper Psycho, but it's not. It's just at a glance how us Brits read Russian. So that's Garapufa. Garapufa? I've probably butchered that. Lots of things to do, and the smell from this place is amazing. Amazing. So hungry. And there's lots of these guys along the seafront, lots of places where you can eat. So if you're coming to Anapa and you're a bit concerned about where you might eat, don't be. There's food everywhere. Lots and lots and lots of it. So here's where they keep all the dinosaurs. Luckily, they're all behind the wall. You can hear them. Must be feeding time. And as you know, the oldest dinosaurs on the planet, I think, are crocodiles, aren't they? And we've got those in the high street. So obviously the other things are in there. Volleyball on sand. They've got that in Gillingeek as well, but some of the courts I think are on stones, which I don't really fancy. But yeah, spot of volleyball. And these shops will help you spend your money. So if you're coming on holiday, bring all your rubles, come down and buy yourself a souvenir. Maybe a Chicago Bulls t-shirt or Miami Dolphins or something. There you go. If you're an American, I bet you haven't got anything down your seafront that's Russian, have you? No Russian clothes for sale, I'm sure. But here, not programmed like that. So you've got lots of American and European stuff. Lots and lots. Because Russians are, well, you've got to say, the adults in the room at the moment. What's going on? Another reason why I love this country. And the people, they're grown-ups, not children. Doesn't feel like you're in a school playing ground. That's the Corsica Cafe. Really pretty. Lovely place to get out of the sun and enjoy a coffee or a beer at lunchtime. And then more restaurants, more shashlik, completely standard. It's everywhere, absolutely everywhere. Perfume, lots of furry boots. Well, we are heading towards winter, so it's going to be that way. Oh, there we go. Show you the temperature. Apparently, water temperature 24 degrees, air temperature 29 degrees. And this is the 13th of September, as you can see, at 10 past 11 in the morning. So, not the hottest part of the day, but it is plenty hot. It's going to be getting hotter. So, this is what I would call the tourist end. This is the end where probably if you come to Anapa, you'll stay in one of the tourist hotels. Most people do. And you don't really come and see Anapa. You just, you eat in the hotel. You go to a resort hotel that's all inclusive. You lounge about by the pool. And then you might get an excursion down to the beach. And you think you know Anapa. You think you've seen Anapa. You just haven't. You haven't got a clue. If that's your perception of Anapa, don't know really why you're going to come here. No point. You might as well go to any place that's got some sand on the beach, if that's what you're going to do. It's a bit like being an expat. There's a lot of people that I think want to come to Russia with an expat mentality and form expat communities. And I really, really hate that. It really sticks in my throat, that. It's a real bugbear of mine. I don't have any problem with talking with expats. I don't have any problem with having groups for chat. But I really, really am against expat communities. I'm sorry that might offend some people. Hey, feel free to turn off. But if you're going to just come to another country so that you can try and turn it into your country and live within a community that all speaks your language, all eats the same food, etc., what's the point? What's the point in coming here? Just stay where you are. You come to Russia to experience a different culture, different language, different attitude, different mentality, to try and live with these people, not put yourself into an outdoor prison like an expat community. I think it's a terrible idea. I really do. And I really do encourage people not to do that. Don't all club together if you're coming to Russia. Don't look for where other Brits are or other Americans or whatever and try and go and live with them. What's the point? Might as well just stay where you are. So, there we go. There's me ranting. I like a rant. Where are we? Just checking that the video's still recording. There it is, allegedly. Well, no, it said it was recording last time. So you're getting this video in reverse of the first video that you'll never see because it didn't record. So a lot of time wasted with that. But yeah, you're gonna see the whole seafront. So water park, right on the seafront. Sand, 20 metres, water park. And it's a very big water park, very big. Lots and lots of slides and stuff. And luckily it's the end of the season now. So now's the time to come here. But if you come here 6 weeks ago, you probably wouldn't get in. It's absolutely packed. It's so popular, not just with the tourists, but the locals as well. It's a great place to come with the kids, of course. You're probably going to find that audio was cut, and hopefully the YouTube will cut this bit out, so you won't hear me speaking probably. So I'll shut up for a minute. So, let's see if you come back to me. You can get your feet done. Don't stick your feet in with the fishes, and they'll clean in between your toes for you. So lots of clothes shops and restaurants all the way along the seafront. Lovely walkways and fountains. Do like a fountain on Anapa. Any public space in a park, there'll be fountains. There'll be a wet area, a wet zone for the kids. You know, for because it looks nice. It's aesthetically pleasing. Lounge beach. But it's also a nice place to just cool down. And in the middle of summer, you really need that sort of thing for the kids, you know. And in the parks, there are these wet zones where the kids can just run amongst the fountains, get wet, and keep cool. And my daughter insisted on the way up that we videoed these. So I'm going to video them again. Apparently they're cute. Yeah, whatever. Looks like Japanese anime kind of stuff to me. I'm sure somebody will correct me on that. But lots of beachwear shops. And souvenir shops. You usually see a lot of frogs. He's showing his pigeons. Gotta love Anapa. And I do. I genuinely do. I really did fall in love with this country when I first came here. And the people, and the attitude, and the cleanliness, and the food, and the weather, and everything, you know. Oh, another copyright strike potentially. So I hope that YouTube will run this video with this music and just chop it out. There's a feature on YouTube videos now where us, going to use that term, content creators, yuck, can actually clip the music out. So if you're a complete cabbage like me that can't edit, which is why you get long form videos from me, or part 1s, 2s, 3s and 4s, because I'm thick. So if you can't edit or clip the audio, there's now a feature on YouTube when you upload the video to clip it. Thank God. So hopefully it will deal with that and you'll see this video. And if you don't see this video, then just remember what I said. Yeah, I know. More British humour. So we're down to the town now. And this is like the gateway to the beach. So the beach literally blows into the town. And we've got the main administrative building up the end there. Let's see if I can zoom right in. And lovely fountains. And all of those fountains that you can see up there, they all dance at night. They're all lit up. Bit of music playing, and they look super cool. Really nice. And to the right and left of us is the fun fair with another big wheel. There's about 3 big wheels, I think, in the Anapa. Might be 2, can't remember. But this is like the fun fair area where you can bring the kids in the evening. Very popular. Where the tourists will come and have a look around. But we're going to show you from the touristy bit and take you up into the probably not so touristy bit. We'll see. But I just want to show you more than some sand. So I'll be bringing you part 2 of the alphabet video soon. Seem to be well received. Some people seem to like my humour, which is good. And I've learnt so much from that video. It has been amazing. It really has. I can't thank everybody enough for not only watching it and making it my absolute most popular video by a country mile, but all of the comments. Just wonderful. Absolutely incredible. And what it has done for me has demonstrated the complexities of the Russian language. To Russians, it's their language. They don't, you just take it for granted. You don't think about it. Nobody does when something's completely normal to them. But as an Englishman trying to learn the language, it really highlights the huge complexity of the language. And certainly the, as I call it, the W, the hard W and the soft W, which isn't a W, it's a sh, sh. So many comments about that particular two symbols in the Russian alphabet, and so many people have tried to give me an example in English to say, oh look, this is the difference. It's the difference between sheep and ship. And you may have noticed then, for an Englishman, there is no difference. The sh at the beginning of the word, sh, always makes the same sound. If it's at the beginning of the word, you sound it as sh, and then it's followed by other letters. So shop, sheep, ship, shower, shone. You get the idea. So many people have tried to tell me, oh, there's a difference, and there isn't for us. For an Englishman, sh makes sh. So it doesn't change. The letters after it change the word, but we always sound that sh first and then letters afterwards to create the word. I hope that makes sense. So all the Russians that have tried to explain to me the difference between sh and sh in Russian, it's going to be very difficult for an English person to grasp that, because we just do not have the concept of hardening and softening. It's just not in our language. But I'll save that for part 2. I don't want to give you all the secrets away. But part 2 will involve a bit more about the Russian alphabet, but also a bit of understanding of English and the difference and the challenges that English people face with the Russian language. Russians are amazing for me because they can learn language, no problem at all. And I think that's because their language is so complex that they find English child's play. And it is. If you compare the two languages, English is for children. It really is. Anyhow, that's a different video. Shown you this before. This is obviously the wakeboarding and I was going to say surfing centre, but it's clearly not a surfing centre. There's no surf, but it's the wakeboarding centre, or water skiing. That's the words I was looking for. And you've got all of these things, pylons, and it's a pulley system. They've got cables that run around and they go right out over there and out over there and there. And it's a pulley system and you just get dragged around. And you start, I think there's a platform somewhere here where you start and it just drags you around. So no need for a speedboat. Got this pulley system to pull you around. So there's the beach. 24 minutes in. If you're still here, oh, well done. Still lots to see though. So this is what I would say is the top end of the seafront. So over there where we started, you can see the Grand Hotel. There, sort of there. So we've walked a fair way already. And like I say, a lot of tourists will go to a resort hotel, stay in the hotel, sit by the pool, eat the hotel food, drink the all-inclusive drink, and then maybe venture onto the beach, and then tell everybody, oh, we went to Anapa and it was this and it was that. What the hell do you know about Anapa if you think that's Anapa? That's just the beach. There's so much more. So much more. It's a wine region, lots of wine vineyards around us, some beautiful scenery, and this end of the seafront is always being developed. There's always more bits being added to it as we head towards the marina. So there we go. There's the wakeboarding centre. Now, I've seen comments in other videos of the beach, and people have asked, oh, what else is there? And that's a reason for me doing this video. What else is there? Are there boat trips? Yes, lots. Can you rent jet skis? Yes. Can you rent paddle boards? Yes. Can you do water skiing? Yes. Can you do wakeboarding? Yes. There's even glass bottom boats here, and a scuba diving centre, which I recently went to and went diving up there. So that's at the top end of the seafront. Wonderful people, really, really lovely people. Another scuba diving centre here. There we go. There you go. Talking about it, and they're getting suited up. But I went to the one that was up here in the marina, and they were lovely people. A couple of them spoke really, really good English. One, I would say, better than me, to be fair. So, you know, if you're concerned, there are lots of people that speak English very, very well here. Russians seem to be a bit more worldly wise. So, another scuba centre. And this is the area that was recently finished. So I was just going to do a sneaky walkthrough of this. But this was under construction last year and was recently finished, I think, earlier part of this year. And it's just a lovely chill out zone. You've got, this place is a real buzz around this place in the evening. Lots of different wines being served. People can stand around that bar, or just come and sit on the stones or the benches or the swings. And it's just a nice zone, but it's lovely during the day as well to get out the sun. And there's another park, which I only found out, well, I only discovered recently. Probably walked along here 100 times and found it about a month ago. Again, permanently discovering stuff. There's so much to do and see. So when I started the original video, I started from the other end, so we're kind of walking in reverse now. And I started it on the side of a house, side of a building where there was some lovely, I'm going to call it graffiti just to set the tone, but spray painting, lovely scene. So hopefully we'll end up back there. Showgirls. Yeah, hopefully we'll end up back there, but if not, it will be used as the thumbnail for this video, just so you can see it. It's just a nice piece of art. Just really like it. So this is the mini marina. We've got Grazia boat there. Quite fancy that. That'll do for bobbing about. We've got port control just down here. And then we've got your day trip boats. So for the people that were asking, wanted to know, yes, there's lots of them. Lots of different excursions you can undertake. And as I said, including glass bottom boats as well. And there's plenty to see in this sea, the Black Sea. It's very clear. Lots of fishes. And of course, you can do the touristy thing and go on the galleon over there. Look, probably diesel powered, because that's how the pirates used to get around. So I did do a video from the seafront, and I got as far as here before it cut off. So I'm going to be mindful of that and hope that it doesn't try and connect. to the bloody Wi-Fi again and cut this video. We'll see. So this is where we like to go for breakfast sometimes, in this restaurant. And that's where I've done a couple of videos from, just sort of looking across the bay. And forgive me if I'm waffling, but I do want to be able to show you rather than tell you the entire seafront. So again, lovely place to have breakfast, and lovely to come and have lunch. And in the evening, it's another place that's buzzing. Very, very busy in the evenings. Bit more screaming. It's probably another copyright strike. It's also a hotel. And we've got Anapa Ocean Hotel. Maybe. Looks like a hotel. La Veranda Ristorante. Now, we're just going to come in from the seafront now, because this is probably going to be showing you what I've shown you in a previous video from there, up that way, along like the coastal walk. So we're going to come in and we're going to head towards a Soviet era sanatorium. So sanatoriums are very populous in this town, and certainly a lot of people will come here for treatments, relaxation, bit of therapy, and just generally a bit of wellness. You know, the sea certain times of year is full of algae, and people do bathe in that. They find that a very popular thing to do. So I'm going to be going to this place at some point. Asia, Pan Asian Sushi. Fancy a bit of that. So yet to sample the delights, but we will be soon. So another government building, I'm not sure what it is, but administrative, I'm sure. And in there is a lovely restaurant upstairs, really nice. Really nice. Good variety of food if you're a Westerner. Massive restaurant, you can always get a seat there. And this one's nice as well. All opens up across the front, as you can see. And is very popular at lunchtimes. Oh, they look nice. Nice pastries. Bit of ice cream. Always ice cream vendors. Ice cream, give you an average. You can pick 5 flavours, 5 round scoops in a cone, sometimes in a tub. And the price varies between 100 and 200 rubles for 5 scoops. Different flavours, whatever you want. You can have all 5 the same if you wish. But yeah, between, let's be very basic, £1 and £2 for 5 scoops of ice cream in a cone. Do you get that in your city? Yeah, right. On cheese. Okay. Now, normally I would assume that that's cheese, and it may well be. But I've also learnt here in Russia it doesn't mean a thing. It might just be that they called it cheese. Probably is cheese. Right. So here's the graffiti I was going to tell you about. This is where I started from. last time. Look at this. I think this is awesome. It's a lovely scene that somebody has spray painted on the side of this building. It's really cool. What would you call that? Where is that? And don't say Russia. I know it's in bloody Russia. I'm stood here. But no, where's the scene from? What kind of depiction is that? Spain, maybe? Italy? I just think that's cool. I love that sort of thing. But then I used to collect graffiti art. So I had quite a large collection. But couldn't bring it to Russia. So I sold it all. So here we are. So this is, as I said, an old Soviet sanatorium. Sanatorium Cubana. Now, I don't know if Kuban? Yes, silent, yeah. So, sorry, softening. Oh, it's so hard to read this language. Oh, I've got to try. Well, I am trying. Kuban. Now, that's either an area or a region in Russia. Hopefully, somebody will tell me. Or it's Cuban. Ah, there's a good example of a fender bender. There we go. Now, they don't move out here. When there's an accident, they stay. Don't move the cars because the police turn up. And as I've said before, it's very, very easy for the police to assess what's gone wrong. They take the statements from the drivers. They assess, obviously, where the vehicles are because you're not allowed to move them. And yeah, rather than going for months and months and years through insurers trying to work out who's done what and this, that, and the other, they deal with it right there, right then. Get all the information, take the video, take the statements, and then go, yep, it's your fault. And that's it, done. You can jump up and down and scream and shout, but it don't matter. Please make the decision right there, right then. And that's kind of accepted, which is why nobody moves. Because if you do move, if you decide you're going to move your car, then effectively you've moved it because you're guilty. So consequently, if you move your car, you're found guilty anyway. So they find you at fault. So this is an outdoor pool for the sanatorium. Really nice. And it's opposite the main bank, spare bank. Which again, really nice. Lots of trees, lots of shade. So there we go. That is going to be the wrap on this video. Come and stay in this sanatorium if you wish. Outdoor pool and a short 5-minute walk to the beach. Or look up one of the others, there's plenty here. But hopefully that's given you a bit of a look into Anapa seafront that isn't just about the beach. There's more to it. And they're dealing with that fender bender and I think the local. I don't know. Looks official, but I don't know what it is. Post service maybe. Who knows? But yeah, they're waiting for the police. So those cars will be blocking that junction until the police turn up. And Russians just accept that. Nobody grizzles about it. Nobody moans about it. They just drive around it. And you quite often see it on like main roads, and there'll be cones, and people will just be driving around it. They just get on with it. You're not sitting there bibbing their horn and jumping up and down, as we say in the West. They're not losing their shit. Just part of life. There we go. Doesn't look like anyone's hurt. Anyhow, thanks for watching. I'm waffling. Like I say, hopefully it's given you a bit of an insight into Anapa seafront, not just the sandy bit. And another video from this region. Lovely hot day. As I say, heading to 32 degrees. So please like, share and subscribe. Sharing is caring. Really important to me that you share. I do want people to see that there's more to Russia than they might think. And I get that a lot. I get a lot of people just completely surprised. Let's be politically correct. Very surprised that Russia is like this. Sandy beaches, wine regions, blue skies, you know, lovely food, lovely people, lovely climate. Yeah. And certainly not your horse and cart experience that you might think. I mean, just look at the quality of the cars that go by. BMs, Mercs, all sorts. But there we go. Thanks for watching. And I'll see you in the next one.